Hi everyone, Nathan and Emma here from Mighty Lancer Games. Welcome to this evening's painting stream. This evening I'm working on the Orks from the new KillTeam starter set in time for demos and playthroughs on Saturday in the shop. And Mrs MLG is very kindly, although complaining profusely, painting KillTeam scenery and doing an awesome job of it too. Right, darling. Hi Naz, hi Wicked D, hi Crazy Fish. How are you all? I think that you are doing a better job of that terrain than I could do.
No point trying to suck up now.
What? I'm not trying to suck up.
Hi Sharon!
Hi Sharon, how are you doing?
Explain what we're doing, my darling.
Well, I'm painting these orcs and I've undercoated them, so I stuck them together last night and this morning and then sprayed them black earlier on, and now I'm just painting in the skin, which I'm using Reaper Mossy Green from the HD paint range as the base coat of my green skin on these chaps. And once I've done the skin, we're going to turn our attention to some of the leather and things. Fortunately, these being Orc Commandos, they tend to wear quite dark colours. So this guy is he's the heavy shooter sniper boy. Looks like I've put the paint on really thick there, but it's just because it's really glossy and you can't really tell the difference. Super. This guy is the knob, the leader of the group. Crazy Fish says that he just can't wait till Saturday.
Oh, you didn't sing it.
That's because nobody wants to hear me sing.
A moth's just landed on my piece of tissue. It's joining me. Don't want you to join me. Thank you. Go away. Come on. Otherwise you're going to get squashed. He's in there. Look. Can we see him? There he is. He's going to get squashed in there. That's no good, is it? Let's go and put him outside.
We've had most of our KillTeam stuff delivered already and is sorted and ready for posting, but we're still awaiting the box sets, and we're expecting those to arrive tomorrow. But they should come via a pallet courier.
More pallets.
Yeah. They should. So all the books and dice and all the other bits and pieces came with UPS yesterday, but the actual box sets should come on pallets with a different courier, and they should be here tomorrow, which will be excellent because that'll mean that we've got them in time to get them shipped out on Thursday, so people get them on Saturday. That'd be most helpful, and we've not had any indication that is not happening, so should be good. This set is absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to Saturday and getting a game in, trying it out. Had a quick flick through the rules, but they don't always sink in until I've generally had a play through, and I just haven't had a chance for that yet. But
Well, you've only just stuck them together.
Well, yeah, that's part of the reason why I haven't had a chance to have a practice run. So these models, finished sticking them together this morning, and they're absolutely excellent. Like the Krieg figures, these orcs are so they're not true multi-part in the sense of how previous orc kits have been, like the boys and what have you. There is only maybe 2 configurations for each figure. In fact, some of them only have 1 configuration. There are some spare heads. You could like chop and change a few parts, but the poses are largely fixed. because of where the contact points are and what have you. But that doesn't mean that they're not awesome models. It just means that you're not going to want loads of duplicates in your force, I would have thought. If you're planning a larger orc army.
Crazy Fish says, my boys won't let me paint their creek or orcs. I bet I get to do the terrain now.
Yeah.
You'll do a better job than me. I'm pretending I'm an orc and just slapping it on with a broom. That's what I'm going for.
That's perfect.
What green are you using there, Nathan?
This is some mossy green from Reaper. You can see we've had it a while because the label's getting a bit faded. Can't really tell. There we go. If I hold it
that's
down
right.
there.
Forced to paint more terrain.
Yeah, I can't hold it anywhere that the light isn't hiding the label. But anyway, yeah, mossy green from Reaper, and I found it makes an excellent base coat for orc flesh. Right, where are we? So these guys, they've got, fortunately, haven't got much flesh on show because they're sneaky commando types. So they tend to have their arms and their necks, and that's pretty much it. So that's making life easier. That's why, and the majoritively dark colours because they're sneaky. So like combat fatigues and what have you traditionally for Bloodaxe Orcs. So we're going with a black undercoat because most of their other clothing is going to be dark. And their gear, for example. I thought it would be easier to go with black and then make the skin lighter. I was originally thinking that I might undercoat them green with a sprayed green and then work up from there. But then once I'd had a good look at them while I was sticking them together, realised that that wouldn't be what I really needed. But they're great models, absolutely fantastic. I think he's got a glove on that hand, has he? Yeah, that's a. No, it's not. It's got a wristband thing on, but not a glove. And I haven't got my reference pictures to hand because I haven't got space for it on my desk.
Mr. All the space in the world over there.
Yeah. Well, I've got more space now. Now I've built my new paint rack this morning.
What paint rack have you got?
I have got a Green Stuff World wall-mounted paint rack, which I would show you, but I can't because it would mean taking all the miniatures that I've lined up on top of it off. But it will be coming to TikTok and YouTube near you soon. Construction video.
You mean attacked by a fly again?
Yep. Fortunately, nobody can actually see me this time, so that's not a problem.
I can. So what's everybody else painting then? What's everybody else got on their hobby desk? Oh, I suppose we better just say, obviously on a Tuesday, we normally finish at 8 and go over to Hamish. Hamish isn't feeling very well today, so no Hamish stream for us to raid, unfortunately. But you've got us, keep you company for an hour. So, just so you all know what's happening. Ah, Sharon's doing Dire Crab. Cool.
Excellent.
Have I done that one, or was it something else that I did?
No, you did Dire Crab.
Did I?
Yeah.
Can't see him.
He's in the cupboard here, over here. He's in my cabinet. He's in my cabinet.
What's that? It must have been a trio or something. Maybe I did him for. What colours are you going for with your Dire Crab? You alright there, waving that little bloke around?
Yeah, I was just trying to decide what was skin and what wasn't.
Gerard says, that's a very cool mini that you're painting. I'm trying to get my Angel of Shadows finished and then work on my mini for Goblin Inspiration. Yeah, I've done mine, haven't I? Yes, I have. Done mine for Goblin Inspiration.
What's the theme for Goblin Inspiration?
Blue.
Oh.
So you could use yours for Goblin Inspiration as well then, Sharon, if it's got a blue body and red claws. That sounds pretty cool as well. That could be a Goblin Inspiration submission too. See? Double whammy.
Alright, yeah, I know what I could submit for Goblin. I failed at Goblin Inspiration last month, didn't I? But I could submit some of my Bushido figures for Goblin Inspiration.
Because they're all blue.
Because they're blue. Blue goblins.
WikiD says, just got to get some sort of eyes on this little WizKids dude's face. You've got to paint it with your left hand, WizKids. It's only fair. You have, you finished your trio and duo, you just need to take a picture?
Yeah, I just need to take pictures.
Yeah, get in there slowly. I know it's finished and then you're like, you can take a picture then. You're going to take a picture? Oh no, you've got to go work. So we'll let you on.
Should have done them earlier on.
It's alright, it's ages yet.
But yeah, they're finished.
There's too much detail on this terrain for a quick paint job. So much stuff. I mean, it's only going to get a quick paint job, but it's just such a shame, isn't it?
Well, we can always add to it later. You've got another 3 or 4 pieces in that box to do.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm thinking. Like, will that do if I just put some wash on it? Just to get it on the table?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we've got to do this terrain quick to get it on the table for Saturday. So this isn't going to be a great paint job on this. It's absolutely covered in detail, like ridiculously. This broken light bulb here. Can you actually see any of this? Broken light bulb. You know, just all the detail there, and then all these pistons and cans and all these bits and pieces all around the bottom, and then even inside there's so much stuff everywhere. And this one's the same, even down to the spanner in the archway there. It's just so it's, you know, never going to do that justice, am I? Look at it, gee whiz. But I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome terrain if you had the time. But this is just going to get a really quick go, and
it looks awesome.
And then it'll be on the table, and then like Nathan said, it can come back off the table and be done a bit better in the future. Now we all know that won't happen. It'll just stay like this forever. But the options there. Any hugging robots? No, he's on his own. He's not meta on this one. There, look. He's there. He looks sad. Sad
robot.
Yeah, sad robot on this one. He's like, no, she's left me and now I'm in here all on my own. That's obviously what robots sound like. Obviously. Maybe that could be a new game. Guess. Like, spot all the hidden hugging robots and clues. I think WikiD says that she thought Johnny 5 was in a piece from the other day. Can't see that myself, but you know. I'm not a robot spotter. I couldn't even see the hugging robots, and that one's blatantly obvious. Until somebody pointed it out, and then I could see it. No, my paint's blocked up. Get my pokey tool.
Have you added some pokey tools today?
I have added some pokey tools today. I've added all of the new Reaper figures. I just haven't done the paint.
And the book.
Yeah, the book. But all the figures are on.
Cool.
So easy. You get to tell people about that if you wanted to.
Yeah, well, you've got more first-hand knowledge. You've been handling them and adding them and writing descriptions and all the other super cool stuff. No. Fair enough. So Mrs MLG has added today the ReaperCon minis from the swag boxes that we have split apart as single figures and various things. So there's like the large high roller as they call it, the D20 pirate guy. And there's a whole bunch of Brine Wind themed pirates in Metal and Bones USA material, which all look particularly cool. Which one's your favourite? The Knoll?
I like the Knoll, but I like the Groghog, which is what I painted. Painted the Groghog, didn't I?
Yeah.
So he's on now. Groghog and Stumpy Dan is the guy that comes with him, which made me laugh. Stumpy Dan. And Stumpy Dan, it has some amazing detail. This is Stumpy Dan. He's here because I haven't painted him yet. But he's just like, this is what comes with the Reaper Groghog, which I've just added 300-4-3. We can't see because it's all blurry. There we go. But he's, hi Moxie! But he's got some awesome detail. He's even got a little pair of scissors in his apron and he's stirring his pot. He's got a little tooth that sticks up and yeah, he's super cool. He's got loads of fun. And then the little piggy that I painted that comes with him. So that's good.
I like the guy with his little voodoo dolls. He's cool.
Yeah. I've kept one of him because I have voodoo dolls. Like stabbed into my arm. Moxie says, just popped in to say a quick hello as I'm at work soon. Boo. Have a great stream and see you next time. Thank you very much for thinking of us, Moxie. It's
Thanks,
always
Moxie.
great to see you. So, yeah, there you go. So that's what I've done today. I haven't added the paint on yet, though.
No.
Oh.
Cool.
Oh, don't be silly. I liked being silly now. Silly light.
I don't know what I've actually done today. It doesn't really seem like I've... No.
You've not done anything.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't seem like I've done a great deal.
I know what super exciting thing you've done.
What's that?
Super exciting thing. You ordered my dragon.
Oh yeah.
That's super exciting.
Oh, I didn't know whether we were talking about that.
What, in case it doesn't turn up like last time?
Yeah.
So we've ordered a dragon mascot costume so that we can have more opportunities for kids to have their photos taken outside the shop because everyone loves that. But last time we ordered one on the internet, it never turned up. So let's see if this one does.
Yeah.
I mean, we only ordered it today, so you know, give it a chance.
It should turn up within 20 days though.
Well, maybe.
Said so. Within 3 to 20 days.
I got very grumpy with the last one because it didn't turn up.
Yeah. But we got our money back.
Oh no, but that's not the point. I wanted the costume. I didn't want my money back. But I did when it didn't turn up.
Yeah. So now the search begins for a knight costume to go with it, so our knight can battle the dragon.
I thought they were going to be friends.
Well, yeah. A bit like Mike the Knight. Mike the Knight's friends with his dragon pals, isn't he?
I don't know, I can't remember. It's years since I've watched Mike the Knight.
Yeah, well, me too. Good TV programme though.
Wicked D was just typing that we need a knight. Yeah, but the thing with the knight, Wicked D, is that really we want a knight that isn't a mascot costume, so that Nathan can dress as the knight and talk to people. So I don't really want a head, but it wants to look super cool, so it's a bit more complicated, I think.
It's a harder internet search, isn't it?
Right. I know I've said this 20 times now, but it's just getting some wash now. It's just getting some wash now. Honest gov.
Well, I've finished my base coat of green on these guys.
Woo!
So I'm going to move on to another colour. So I'm going to put my green, in fact I don't even really need it again, so I'm going to put that in there, and then we're going to move on to, I think we might use, colour shall I use? think we'll use leather brown. We'll go for some Vallejo leather brown. Do you know what I haven't got?
No.
A glass of water.
Wiki D says, just have a wander around the local museum and collect a few pieces. Well, we've actually already got a helmet, but I don't think it fits on your head, does it?
No.
We've got two, but neither of them fit on your larger
Massive
head.
Swede.
Have we got anything else already? Got a sword, perhaps.
Yeah, I've got a sword, I've got some chainmail.
Yeah, you've got your chainmail still. From your LARPing days.
Yeah, I haven't got anything to wear underneath it anymore.
No.
I used to have a like an undercoat thing, but I lent it to somebody a long time ago and it's never come back. So the chainmail is really heavy, which is why we want like more of a costume that looks authentic. You can get really good. Stage chainmail that's actually made out of like wool stuff. That's a lot lighter apparently.
Oh, but we don't want to be like spending loads of money.
Well, I know.
For you to stand outside a couple of days a year.
Yeah, I know. That's why.
But I know you get carried away with these things.
That's why I haven't been looking for those.
Like when you super glued yourself just for a costume.
Yeah, well, it's important, isn't it? Looking good.
Yeah, we don't try and look good all year round. Just costume. Hi, Tony.
Hi. Yeah, fancy dress is good fun. You need to put the effort in.
It's not. I'm just saying, like, you know, it makes me laugh. So, Tony, Mister is painting some orcs from KillTeam, and I am blathering some terrain with no care at all, pretending to be an orc. Need it to be done with speed. So it's not really getting much care and attention, unfortunately, which is very mean. But everyone can see how awesome it is if they wanted to paint it themselves and actually do it properly.
It's really cool. Like a lot of GW's more recent terrain, you could do a really quick job on it, even quicker than Mrs.'s allegedly quick job, where she's actually doing an amazing, really fab job. But you could just give it a undercoat, a wash, a dry brush, and it'd look okay on the table, similar to the ruins and what have you. Or you could spend ages picking out all the fine little details and putting lighting effects on and all sorts of stuff. So I've seen some, especially some of like the ruined city stuff that they've done previously. People have done some absolutely fantastic paint jobs on some of those. Once they've started detailing all the little crevices and things. And this orc stuff is absolutely packed with detail, isn't it? I think that what you're doing lends itself more to having like the lights lit up and glowing and other bits and pieces, because the Imperial ruins that they've done before always kind of confuses me when people paint it with all the little lights glowing and what have you. But if half the building's still gone, half the building has gone, then you wouldn't really have the power still on, is what I'm getting at. Just seems a bit odd to me, but this orky terrain is mostly complete. You can combine the 4 large sections into one large building, so it would make sense for it to be powered up.
Powered up by all the robot love.
That's what I'm going with anyway. So I'm just using some, what are we on? Vallejo leather brown. Paint their trousers on these guys. Nothing there. And then we're going to get some Reaper blackened brown, and we're going to paint their actual leather stuff with that, make it a lot darker. Seeing as they're supposed to be sneaky.
Sneaky orksies.
Sneaky orcs. And these guys, this brown will dry a fair bit darker than it's looking on the minis. So that should be okay. It looks quite bright at the moment, but it won't be this bright when it dries.
They do like putting their face on everything, don't they?
Well, orcs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like marking their territory?
Yeah. So everybody knows. It's their way of worshipping their gods, Gork and Mork. Are you familiar with the orc pantheon?
No, but I'm sure that you can tell us all about it. You did a lore video once on YouTube, I'm sure.
Did I?
But you can tell us about orcs.
So orcs have two gods, which are one, really. So it's Gork and Mork, and Gork is brutal but cunning, and Mork is cunning but brutal.
Oh, a distinct difference.
Yeah. And so traditionally, Gorkers, who are like the followers of Gork, are the straight up fighty orcs. So they like to just get stuck in, and they love a big scrap. And Morkers tend to be the ones that like decide what they're doing in advance a little better, and they're a bit more thinky, allegedly. So
as thinky as an orc gets.
Yeah. So fighty orcs and thinky orcs, shall we say? And then you have various sub clans and tribes. So Bloodaxe Orcs, so like these commandos, these would be Bloodaxe Orcs. So Bloodaxes are definitely Morkers. They're a lot more regimented, and they like to think how humans would do things. They're more inclined to ally with humans as well, because they and traditionally they used to be able to give Bloodaxe Orcs Imperial Guard equipment, like tanks and other bits and pieces, because they like the regimented lifestyle, and they're often looked down upon by other orcs who think that sneakiness is not orky at all, but obviously has its advantages.
Cool. So what are orcs then? Where do they come from?
So orcs are genetic creations, basically, in the lore of Warhammer 40,000. So they were created by the Brain Boys, which is hinted at that the Brain Boys are snotlings. Snotlings are very diminutive orcoid species. But yeah, so the Brain Boys cooked up the orcs to use as fighters, and then the orcs just got a little bit too unruly and had a revolution, it seems, at some point. So orcs are fungus-based, allegedly. And so when they fight, they let off spores, and then the spores gestate in the ground, and then eventually grow into more orcs, and then they climb out of the ground, and then they start fighting again. Yeah. Tony says, shrooms. So they're basically big fungus monsters. Yeah.
You make corn out.
Yeah, well, maybe. But the orcs are very odd creatures. So the larger they are and the more aggressive they are, the more aggressive they are, the larger they tend to grow. So some orcs grow absolutely huge if they're like a war boss or whatever. The leaders tend to get really big, and as big as a tank in some situations, apparently.
Crazy fish as orcs and Eldar were created by the local ones. Hi, John.
Orcs and Eldar were created by the old ones. Ah, well. I don't know, they do like to change some of their stuff, but it was originally in the Rogue Tradery era stuff. Said that they were created by, well, from an orc's perspective, that they were created by brain boys. Maybe they were talking about old ones. I don't know. The old ones are the Slan, generally, as they refer to them across the Warhammer and Warhammer Fantasy universes. Naz says that he might paint an orc as a shroom. Yeah, why not? Could be... I've seen somebody brought an army to the store where they painted them all as minions from Despicable Me. They look pretty cool. And I've seen red-skinned orcs, blue-skinned orcs, whatever you fancy. Guess a bit like a lot of fantasy races. It's whatever you want to do with them. I've painted my Iron Jaws for Age of Sigmar. They've got a different coloured skin. They've got like reddish skin rather than green. They've never really seen the light of day though, so it doesn't really count, I guess. Yeah, look really cool now. So they painted them all as minions and they all had blue, so they were like bright yellow. And they used as many heads as they could find that had like different goggles and stuff on. And then they all had blue overall type outfits as well. Painted, they looked absolutely excellent. I think deep in the history of our Facebook page there must be some photos of them, I think. And they painted all the vehicles as kind of like hazard stripes and other stuff, so they look like construction vehicles in Gru's basement. Look really cool. The old ones were losing against the Necron, so created the orcs to fight, but the spores spread and infected the universe and now can never be eradicated. Ah, yeah. So this is where GW have changed the lore over the years. So the Necrons didn't exist in the original universe. They were chaos androids originally, like the Necron as we know them today. So they've retconned their background. But then the original Rogue Trader thing was a satire on 80s politics anyway, so we can't stick too much to the original. They had some funny in-jokes. Anyway, we're not going to get into that because no politics on stream.
But orcs are cool.
Orcs are cool. I love orcs. Orcs are really cool. Red ones go faster, obviously. These are really cool. I've also seen this evening.
Hi Sharon, thanks for coming.
See you later.
We haven't had any tea yet.
No. I will be cooking it after we finish streaming.
Hope you have something nice. Sorry, baby, I interrupt. Head.
It's fine, you're more important. I've lost my thread, what I was saying. Something about orcs. Oh, so I've just seen this evening as well a teaser or a reveal from TT Combat, who it looks as though they've done some more awesome looking orc terrain for their MDF range. So I think Gorka Morka might be on the winter gaming menu at the shop with these awesome new models. And the Beast Snaggers, they look cool. Than things, and there's some new other orc boys and things being released, and hopefully maybe a new updated truck model releasing in September, October, which would be good. And we'll get back to having a couple of games of Gorka Morka, I think. It's a good bit of juvenile fun.
Any of those children's, or not children's, teenage books that are about the orcs?
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but there is one. Yeah, the Warped Galaxies. That's it. Warped.
It might be alright, basic fish, unless that's what you're reading.
I think it possibly could be. What is reading? They did release a book fairly recently, didn't they? That was just about orcs.
I like one that you've got.
Yeah, and I hadn't read it yet. I can't remember what it's called. Is it called Brutal Cunning? Maybe. Brutal Cunning. I think that could be it. And it's written from the orcs' perspective. Apparently, it's pretty good. Right. So we've done green. We've done leather brown. Now we're going to move on to some black and brown from Reaper 9137. You can smell off wherever you are. Just got a hoverfly thing landed on me. Orcs and Eldar should just hug it out, assuming an Eldar could survive a hug from an orc. Yeah, I think you might squash him. Yeah. Yeah, awesome. Right, so black and brown is a lot darker. So we're going to use this for the boots. And any straps and what have you.
Oh, I hope that guy that commented on my TikTok about my terrible brush control doesn't see me painting this. Ooh dear. I mean, this is terrible brush control. This. Look at my poor little brush.
Are you inflaming people's anger on the internet?
No, what did he say to me?
Something
He wanted to hurt me because of my brush control.
Yeah.
People are fun. Now, the Fantasy GW Goblins, I want to do a little diorama for a gobbo standing over an enchanted pool in a woodland setting. Oh, you do have some wonderful ideas.
Oh, Tony, I've seen something. You might have seen it already, but I saw something today, and it made me think of you.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. What is it?
So,
Hydrate.
I can't. I've run out of fluid.
Go on, you were talking to.
Yeah. So, your Innsmouth scenery, your MDF terrain, isn't it, from War Cradle, I think. And today they've sent us an email which they're doing a manor house and some accessory pieces like some fence and some other bits and pieces. And I saw it and I thought, like, oh, I wonder if that might be the kind of thing that Tony would like, or if you knew about it. And it looks really cool. And the manor house actually has some interior detail. There's a piano and some other bits and pieces in there. It looks absolutely awesome. Hi Pete, I didn't see you sneak in there.
That's it, Pete. I told you to hydrate.
Oh, it just went hydrate. No.
It doesn't matter. It's just us tonight, Pete. Amish isn't feeling very well. In case you hadn't seen.
Awesome. How's Pete?
Oh my god, Manor House. No, I hadn't heard about that. Very interesting.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I think it's £80. Looks really funky. Like I say, there's an accessory set to go with it, and that's quite reasonably priced. I think that's £12. It comes like a little boathouse or something, and a couple of other bits and pieces.
Pete's hiding in the corner so he doesn't have to do any work. We still make loads of noise, like we do when Wiki D's in the drawer at work.
Mm.
Don't get into trouble, Pete.
You're listening while you're at work, or watching while you're at work. That's naughty.
Yeah, bit risky for a new job. At least wait a couple of months before you start doing things like that.
Yeah.
Might be on a break, you never know, might be on a break. Tony says, I've been looking at the Mantic terrain crate for the mansion. The furniture would work really well.
Yeah, it's really nice stuff, the Mantic pieces. You need to definitely need to repose some of it slightly though, because it's made out of like a PVC plastic similar to the Reaper stuff, and some of it gets a little bit warped. We had a church set, had some pews in, and they were quite badly warped. But there's some fantastic looking sets for a Gothic manor. In fact, I think we still have some of the Kickstarter sets, which are really good because they comprise most of the stuff that's in the smaller box sets, but you get a lot more of them, different things for a much more reasonable price. Bellevue Manor or something like that is, I think.
Oh no, we're going in a plate cupboard. He's going to put it in a plate cupboard.
Ah!
The plate cupboard. Yeah, Wicked D's got an advantage. Not only has Wicked D got a draw, but she's also got an entire floor to herself. So, you know, that's, you know, advantage of sneaky sneakies.
Awesome. Valendar the Red. So, Wood Orc camo would be bright purple armour with camo written in black outline neon green. Oi, what good is camo if you can't see it? Yeah. It's... have you ever seen, if you haven't, you should really look for it online, but there's somebody has made some Orc commandos and they've modelled it so that they're all hiding against pieces of a rhino tank, and when you put the guys all together as the unit, it makes it look as if the tank is still complete, and it actually says on the outside not orcs or something like that. Definitely not orcs. And it looks really good. So like, and then when you split it out, it's got the whole unit of the guys modelled as hiding. It looks absolutely fantastic. I can't remember what I've searched as to find it though. Tony says he's got a pet 3D printer enthusiast who's printing out lengths of dado skirting and architrave. Oh wow! So you're going to fully detail the interior of a manor with like tiny scale furnishings and what? That sounds cool, Tony. Can't speak today. The words are not formulating in my brain. How's it going over there, my lovely?
Just blathering paint on.
I'm going to swap my glasses.
Ooh, detailed work.
Yeah, some of these little bits are small. Valendar says that he's got 3D printers too, and one of them is why my right middle finger is bandaged up at the moment, and typing and painting with a bandaged middle finger is annoying. How have you managed that? I can't... I don't know. how would you injure yourself to that degree with a 3D printer, Valendar? Or you've lacerated yourself with the spatula scraper tool that you get with them. I think I've stabbed myself with that thing a couple of times. Yeah, removing supports. I guess that's that could do it. Certainly. I've just realised I've missed this guy's ears. Removing a print from a glass bed. The bottom deck of a merchantman ship, and my finger bashed into the edge of the glass. Slashed a chunk off his knuckle. Ugh. Nice. Pete says, hydrate.
Okay.
I'm going to have to go and get myself a drink in a sec.
You've only got 10 minutes.
There we go. Put it in here, yeah.
Oh, airbrushing.
Excellent. So, Crazy Fish says, JJ, my youngest son, has just airbrushed primed an orc bust. Done it black before dinner and will zenith prime after we've eaten. Cool.
You've got an orc bust to do, haven't you?
I have, it's here. It's here in front of me. This guy from Spellcrow, which I've got as far as undercoating it black. Yeah, definitely ouch to Valandar's injury. That sounds extremely painful. What I've done to my paintbrush. It's not enjoying this evening's painting, I don't think. I've got a few flappy bits.
Wicked D's sulking with you.
Why? Yeah, I'm sorry. I said to Mrs MLG earlier on, just as we were getting ready, I said I think we should disable it for this evening, just because we're on such a time constraint. We're getting these things painted that I can't cope with having to go back and repaint stuff.
You've broken him, Wicked D. You've broken him.
Yeah. We'll bring it back next week when we've finished these guys. Ready for Saturday.
I don't think Valander should really be hobbying at this rate. He might kill himself.
Far from the worst I've ever done to myself with a hobby. I've stabbed my leg with a scalpel, dislocated my shoulder, and even forced myself to pass up a Robin Williams autograph to be polite.
Polite? Why polite?
I don't know. Apparently Robin Williams was big into the hobby as well. Used to like a bit of Warhammer, apparently.
What kind of noise?
Yeah, that's the. I'm not being very neat on these things. That's what that noise was.
We're supposed to be being neat.
Yeah, I was trying to do a slightly better job than I am doing. I thought if I could do a fairly neat job the first time round, then it'll be less touching up later.
I thought you were going to say if you could do a fairly neat job, it would disguise my appalling effort over here a bit more.
No, I wouldn't say that, my darling.
Out loud.
No, at all. Your painting's fantastic. You just don't like me tailing you. The shoulder thing wasn't the hobby, it was diving to catch a pile of mini carriers a friend had dropped.
Oh, they say that though, don't they? Like when you drop your mobile phone and you automatically go to kick it to try and catch it, and then you just make things worse. Just reflex. Grab the thing! Ah!
Yeah, I remember when I was at school, a friend like tried to persuade me that, and I can't even remember why we were having the conversation, but he tried to persuade me that he was going to jump over a car bonnet while it was travelling along, and that he would be able to do it. And I was like, well, first of all, the car's going to be travelling like so fast, so it'll probably hit you that way. But even so, anyone seeing you go running and jumping at their car from the side of the road is surely going to swerve. And so he wouldn't have it, that he wouldn't be able to do it. So fortunately, he never tried it.
Oh, that would have been a better story.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have it. That I don't even know why I'm really mentioning this. I should have just kept my mouth shut. Yeah, he wouldn't have it that the car would swerve away from him, like jumping into the road, and then therefore he would probably land on the bonnet anyway and hurt himself more. But there you go. These are the kind of things that.
But you used to do all sorts of daft stuff when you were younger.
We did, yeah.
I was good. I never did anything silly.
We were risk takers. Oof. Trouble causers.
I was good.
Oh, it's nearly time up. I didn't realise. Oh, nice. I'll just finish this one guy that I've just picked up, and then I will go and cook us some tea. Are you going to carry on painting, or are you going to?
Well, I suppose you want me to finish these.
Yeah.
Don't you? At least these two bits.
Yeah.
So blathering. No. The most blathering blather I've ever done in my life. And it's all wet now and I can't put it down. What a loon.
Why can't you put it down?
Because I can't. I've got my hand inside it.
Ah, right.
A silly sausage.
What do you like?
What do you like? Right. So there you go. That's kind of what it's going to look like. Dirty. It's going to look dirty. And a bit poop.
That looks mint.
I'm just going to stick it to it. It's just going to have to stay on my hand now forever. Yep, that's right, Naz. You know I'm going to do exactly the same with this one now as well.
It looks really good.
You can't see it. Don't start. We had this conversation last week.
I could see it on this screen. Oof. So I was thinking that maybe we should, because Null Oil's like quite expensive, isn't it? That maybe we should get one of those Vallejo pots of black ink for the other terrain pieces. If we don't get them finished in time, that we could just apply it with a bigger brush.
Yeah.
And see how it goes.
We can see what it's like.
And then we can test it, can't we?
Yeah, because this Null Oil's definitely not going very far.
No. So we could try that out. We could do a test on that tomorrow. On stream.
Well, you'll still be painting them.
I will, yeah. We could have split screen again.
No, you're alright.
Yeah.
No one wants to see this effort. I mean,
Yeah.
like, you know. You make people
No,
cry.
Make people cry.
Oh,
with your brush control.
with my brush control like that, Blake. It's funny. It just made me laugh. colours of the world. They're funny.
Right. Have I got all of his bits?
I don't know. Have you?
Yeah. Oh, there's a bit on his backpack. Couple of packs up there.
WikiD says, we like seeing you paint too, Mrs MLG. Well, this isn't painting though, is it? This is blathering. This is blathering. Yeah. Naz says that pot that you're talking about is good for terrain. The thing is, this is all we've got at home, you see, so I just had to use what we've got.
Yeah.
But if you're going to bring some home, then that'd be much better for this.
Yeah, I'll bring. If we've got any left, I will bring some home tomorrow. Cool. Right, there we go. So, I've got 4 guys done to this basic stage. There we are. There's me 4 guys. Very, very basic. A lot of work still to do, guns and things, and a bit of shading and what have you, other details. But so far, getting there. Once the browns dry, washes and stuff over the top will make those look a little bit better, hopefully. But that's going well. So I'm gonna depart the stream. We're not carrying on anyway. So we thank you all for your viewing this evening. Very much appreciated as always. Thank you, Naz. And please join us for more Orc action tomorrow night at 8 PM.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop.
Thank you very much, everybody. We really, really appreciate you coming in. Honest. I always sound so sarcastic, but genuinely appreciate you being here with us. Otherwise, we just have to talk to ourselves. JJ's just said 3 painting holders. I said he owns a shop, and I can tell you, JJ, there is at least 20 painting holders that I can see just from here. Yes, he does have a lot.
It's because I like to have one.
They're cool. Yeah, they're cool. Yeah, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Take care.
Cheers, everyone.